Here's something you should be concerned about when laying out your bottom plates, whether you're framing on a concrete slab or a wood subfloor like this one. And that would be all of the notches you're going to make, all of the cuts you're going to make for these pipes. Now, for example, this particular wall is going to be framed in place. In other words, the bottom plate will be nailed to the floor, and the studs or the wall framing members, which are going to be vertical, they are going to be installed one at a time after the plates have been laid out, after these walls have been marked to where you have the marks on the bottom plate and the top plate where the wall studs are going to go. Now, here's the problem. Let's just say that you were going to lift this wall up. You were going to frame the wall on the ground and then lift it up. You're just going to tilt it up, which is common for most framers. Well, that would be a problem. You couldn't just lift a wall up like this with the notches where they're at around the pipes. A wall like this would need to be raised up and then lifted above the tallest plumbing pipe and then slid down into place. So just be aware of problems like these when you're laying out your bottom plates for plumbing. And again, this might be difficult to imagine, but if you could just imagine someone framing a wall on the ground. The wall is completely assembled, and then lifting it up. You couldn't just slide it into place. You couldn't lift the wall up, and let's just say that the wall was setting, it's lifted up in place, except it's sitting on this side of the plumbing, either side of the plumbing. Let's just say it's sitting on this side. You couldn't just slide it in because the notch here is on the opposite side. If this notch went this way, you notched everything in the same direction, and you notched this out here, and then this was notched out also, then you could actually slide the wall into place. But you wouldn't be able to do that if you have your notches going in the opposite direction, or if you notched around the pipes like this one. And again, I hope that makes sense, because this is a big deal for home builders or carpenters that really don't understand how the whole building gets assembled, especially with the wall framing. So again, like I said, if you're a carpenter, you're just starting out, or you're building a home yourself, make sure that you understand all of this stuff that I just shared with you in the video, because otherwise you're going to end up framing a wall, tilting it up, and trying to lift the wall up, damaging the pipes, all sorts of things. I mean, if you could just imagine lifting a wall up on top of a pipe like this that isn't strapped properly, and this thing caves in and then bends the copper pipes. I've seen this stuff happen before. So like I said, the information in this video might sound like it's not that big of a deal, but it will be, trust me, if you end up cutting around the pipes, notching your bottom plates in the wrong spots.